And welcome back to another edition of the YodelCast. I am your host, Doc Lettuce. And unfortunately, no one's joining me tonight. I am solo again. And I will be bringing you a rematch, although it is a friendly, between Team Egocentric and Team Boss. We recently watched these two guys face off in the NASL tournament with Boss triumphing, but Egocentric is looking for a little bit of payback here. So we are starting off with Crossfire. I don't have any information on how many maps are going to be played, but we should expect to see at least 2, maybe 3 or 4 if we're lucky. So I'm going to give you guys a quick roster real quick as this game is getting underway. On Blood Eagle we have Egocentric with David Bowie, Sweetness, ADIP, the QHP, Acronym Vertical, and Homesick Placenta. And on Diamond Sword we have Team Boss with Wild Style, Silver Star, Rad, Nemesis, Mask, Hot Rod, call him Hot Rod, Hunts, and Casual. So Crossfire, I don't remember them playing on Crossfire before. I know Egocentric wanted to play Crossfire at some point in the previous friendly scrim that I brought to you, but unfortunately they didn't get to, so it should be interesting to see how they play it compared to when they lost. I think they played it against Boss, but I could be wrong. They've played it at some point, and I know they've changed up their strategy, so in any case, let's look for something interesting. One thing that'll be very fun for me to watch is I haven't really watched this map be played competitively since the punt change, so a lot more routes are going to be required here to actually get the flag home and get some grabs going. So hopefully it'll play out a little more interesting than the previous, where all it was grab the flag, punt it home, and have a standoff. So with that said, let's go ahead and find a capper at some point or another. We can see the defenses here are being locked up. We are running with a Hoff here for Egocentric. David Bowie with a quick grab on the flag, but it's just lying there. He was taken down pretty quick. And they're just bouncing the flag under the base, trying to get it close to this tree, I assume. Yeah, there he goes, just right up against the tree. QHP came in with a attempt at a grab. He wasn't really going to go anywhere, and Wildstyle took him out anyway with a nice little timed grenade launcher shot. And the flag's just going to be reset and bounced right back into position. You can see in the back there the QHP is setting up again. Hopefully he'll take long enough to get this flag auto-returned, otherwise he's going to have to try and make a grab down here. Okay, I was going to take a quick look at the defenses, but Mask there with a little bit of a grab. Unfortunately for him, he was quickly killed, and the flag was returned, and on the other side we did have an auto-return as well. As for the rule set, I'm not entirely sure, so instead I'm just going to go over the defenses here for both teams. We see Casual here playing the HOF for Boss. I see Silver Stars doing the sniping. I don't see anyone else around, but I know Wild Style's generally hanging around in some sort of medium, I believe in Soldier. So it looks like they're only running with a 3 defense team right now. This is 7s, so there will always be an imbalance between the offense and the defense. Mask there with just a little bit of a grab. It's not really going anywhere, so don't really need to talk about it. The flag's just sitting there basically on the stand, bounced up against a wall. So for Team Egocentric, we do have Homesick Placenta here on the HOF. I'm not sure if that's someone I've seen before whose name changed, or if it's a new player. Looking at his rank doesn't help me at all. Anyway, we do have ADIP, it looks like, is defending as well. I have Batteries just taking a little bit of time. We have Acronym, as always, doing the sniping. And Vertical will be doing offense, I believe. Yeah, he's in Raider. So we are running with a 3 defense team here as well. So similar strategies on both sides. If we're looking at their lineups right now, we've got 2 Raiders, a Sentinel, 3 Pathfinders, and a Doombringer. So the only difference is in the defense. One team is using a Soldier to defend, the other one's using a Pathfinder. Merits, well, can be debated, but they're both very viable. One of them with a Nitron, the other one just with general awesomeness and scariness, and I hate Soldiers. Anyway, it's been about 4 minutes, and we haven't really seen any great attempts on the flag. We've seen a couple basic grabs here and there, but you can see that even though people are setting up, you see Mask setting up, QHP setting up, we haven't really gotten the flag anywhere even close to the midfield. So, it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams manage to adapt, see if they can get a little bit more of the offense going before their flag carriers come in. We see the QHP now getting ready to come in. Looking over there, I think Sweetness just went down. Vertical's at low health. Casual was knocked out of the way. Sorry. Excuse me for a second. Okay, I'm back. My apologies for that. Just suddenly had to cough, and I'm not sure why. So the QHP was taken out as he grabbed the flag, but that was a lot better on the clearing side. We did see Casual was knocked off the flag, which gave him a clear run. He did go down. I believe it may have been a team kill. I saw a EMP grenade bouncing around there, and I think that might be what ended up killing him. It was probably from vertical, if I'm not mistaken. We do see the QHP coming in again here, but Casual still full health, and Wildstyle's just going to mid-air his face in. So let's go take a look at the other flag stand there, because not really all that much is happening. We saw a little bit of good clearing, but I'm interested to see if Mask can get any better luck. Mask came flying in there. The HOF was not quite on the flag, and no one else was there defending to pay attention, so Mask is getting away with a good 700 health. He's got a pretty good speed. He'll have about 240 by the time he lands. Yeah, okay, 270. I was off by 30. Sue me. The QHP is following him, but ADIP is coming in here to intercept. That's really their only chance. He's going in for the E-grab. He gets body blocked by Wildstyle, and a great cap there by Mask. The QHP coming in for a little bit of a revenge grab. Does manage to get it, and he's getting away. Casual was moving out of the way to allow his teammate to cap, and that allowed QHP to get the flag. He's being escorted now by Sweetness, but he is down to 84 HP. He's got a decent speed, but he's going to get caught up to really easily. David Bowie now helping out as well. Their flag is down in the field. Vertical was ready with a time return. He does go down, though. A couple people there to get the return, and somehow unfortunately, the escort service did not... Yeah, okay, that was probably the wrong terminology there. The escorts did not manage to keep up with him, and unfortunately that left two of Boss players there ready to just return the flag as soon as he went down, preventing that return cap. But still, that's some solid play from Egocentric. They got the flag off the stand. They got it pretty much all the way back to their base, so a little bit better on the escorting, and they might have very well had a cap. So some good action here coming in the last 3 minutes from both teams. Let's quickly watch Mask here, see what route he's going to run. Just a simple back to front, it looks like right now. The flag is still there in the field. It's just getting returned now. He's going pretty slow, but there is no Hoff on the stand. He's going to be able to get away with this. Going about 170. He's about halfway through the midfield. Chasers, not really any to speak of. The QHP and a couple others are coming to try and get him. Vertical just doing a little bit of basic spam to try and take him out, but no, that's not going to be enough. QHP comes in much too late, and unfortunately that is the 2-0 cap for Team Boss. Hunts there tried to make a continuation grab, didn't really get anywhere. Does punt it off, though, and Hot Rod, it was there in the field, but ADIP with some nice shots, does manage to take him out, and is going to get the nice return. So that last cap was a little bit strange. Their Hoff was down, which is fine. There was some good clearing going on there, but I still would have expected a little bit more from the chasing or the sniping department. But, you know, well played by Boss for the clearing and managing to get that flag out. So we see David Bowie and Sweetness crashing the stand here, trying to deal with Casual. David Bowie got mowed down there, I assume, by Casual's Doombringer chain gun of Doom. And in the meantime, the QHP, I don't see him coming in anywhere. Nope, so it looks like all this clearing is going to be wasted, unfortunately. Sweetness still is alive. He should be able to kill Casual. If he kills Casual, there we go. Casual is down. The Hoff is off the flag. He just needs to deal with Silver Star and Wildstyle now. He's distracting them well. We're just waiting for a capper to come in here. In the meantime, though, Mask is getting the flag for Team Boss. He is more than halfway through the field. There's only really Vertical here to stop him. Vertical is getting ready. Throws a disc, misses, unfortunately. Oh, gets an amazing mid-air thrown disc thing. Those things are ridiculous. Unfortunately for him, though, Silver Star is there to pick it up. His thrown disc misses. And the QHP comes flying in there, though, to make an emergency grab. A great grab by him. He's getting away with 200 speed and pretty much full health. Silver Star does toss it off to Mask, and it looks like we may be getting into our first standoff. Mask staying on top of his base. The QHP just barely making it home now. Hot Rod is on him, but Hot Rod is pretty low. A great Nitron there, though, from Hot Rod. He does go down to a snipe from Acronym, so we are going to have our first standoff. Sweetness is going to be the one picking it up. It should be interesting to see where these two teams set up. Right now, it looks like they may just be setting up on their bases, which makes sense. It's very close proximity to the flag if they manage to get it returned. You have a great visual view. It is a little bit easy to attack, though, so we'll see if anyone decides to change their mind later on. So Wildstyle's going to be hanging on to it for Team Boss in a Soldier. The QHP goes down. Vertical is just still there spamming. Not really able to do all that much. He needs some assistance. His mortars and MIRVs are causing great distraction, but someone needs to come and try and take advantage of it, such as David Bowie, who's coming in there with a nice little Nitron. On the other side, we do have a return. My apologies for missing that. And it looks like we probably will be getting the 3-0 cap. There's a 3-0. Wild does manage to finish it off. Unfortunately, I saw nothing of how that got returned, but I did see two people there at the end getting the return, and so I just assumed they outdueled them and owned their face. Mask, in the meantime, did do a continuation grab, got about halfway home before being taken out, and the flag then got returned. So we are looking at a 3-0 scoreline about 10 minutes into this game. 15 minutes left. That's clearly more than enough time for Egocentric to come back. But they are really going to need to pick it up. That standoff was a really good start. They just need to win it next time, and they'll be in a lot better shape. And we'd obviously be looking at a 2-1 instead of 3-0. Sweetness coming in here from the back. We'll watch him a little bit, see how he does his distracting. Checking just a couple grenade launcher shots there with the Raider. Trying to disrupt that heavy on flag, make his life more difficult. So he gets knocked off the flag and the capper can come in. You see the QHP was trying to come in there, but was very slow. In the meantime, though, Mask with another back to frontish grab. Not exactly going fast, down to 3 health. Does punt the flag all the way back to his base. Vertical needs to turn around and get this flag. There we go. Waddle over it, Fatty. And he does manage to do it. Good job by him. Hunt's in the meantime, though, with the continuation grab using that Raider, but he doesn't have much health left, down to 100. He gets mowed down there by Homesick Placenta, doing his job. But Rad Nemesis coming flying in to try and get it. He does... Yep, that was a punt. He did suicide, so he punted it all the way back to his base. Hot Rod is there, but David Bowie and Adip are saying, nope, that's our flag. Adip with the nice return. David Bowie overshot it a little bit, but that's fine. 2v1, they still got the return, so that was very successful defense. So the boss team seems to have a lot of people ready for the continuation grabs, which is very good for them, and could honestly explain why they are so far ahead. Because they have, every time they get a cap, they've got someone there pressuring the defense, making sure that defense can't just set up and get strong again. In the meantime, though, we see QHP coming flying in. I'm not sure what happened there. Sort of did a couple little ping-pong bounces there. I was trying to get locked onto him, but a little bit too late. Anyway, so he does have flag getting away with about 20 health. In the meantime, though, his flag was grabbed by Mask. We're going to swap over to him real quick because he's really low. Sniper shots coming in and missing. Adip there trying to get the chain gun fire. He does punt it off back to his base. What a pick up there by Wild Style. An amazing midair grab. Full health with a soldier. Probably going to get set up in the standoff position. The QHP in the meantime does go down to Hot Rod, who is probably going to get the return. Oh, someone, I couldn't see who that was, tried to shoot him away. Unfortunately, didn't manage to do it. A good attempt, though, to try and pop it, but he maybe should have aimed more at the flag and less at the player, and that is the 4-0 cap. So an awesome midair grab there by Wild Style, catching that punt. Well done by him. That definitely saved his or got his team the cap, so to say. Shame that I couldn't see what happened to QHP other than the fact that he was chain gunned down. It's just seemed to be missing all the little action pieces right now, but that's life. I caught the midair grab, so buying myself a little bit of goodwill. The QHP coming in there, as you saw, and he just did get taken out by Wild Style. Not much can go on there. So we're going to watch the other side just because a lot of action's happening there. Rad Nemesis just hanging around, doing a lot of distracting. Homesick Placenta's having to jump off. Adip trying to deal with them, but you know, that inside of the base is really hard to take out a Raider with. Acronym is there in the back. Is the QHP sniping? No, he's just setting up for a route. I believe Acronym sniping all the way back there, which is interesting. Certainly provides him a wider view, but makes the shots harder to hit. It's an interesting trade-off. Oh, never mind, he's just on the platform. I thought he was all the way back there. My bad. Okay, so he's not in anywhere special. He's just right on the platform, doing what he does. So, that's good enough. I take back every little bit that I said. Really, I just couldn't think of what else to say. I was just trying to waste your time while I thought of something. Anyway, Hunt's coming in here doing some nice distracting on Acronym, buying his team and cappers a fair amount of time to try and do something. Mask, unfortunately, as you can see all the way in the back of your screen, or back of the map, my apologies, is getting set up now. So, this sniper diversion is a little bit wasted, but as long as he can stay alive, that's perfectly fine. Their HOF heavy on flag is not on the flag at the moment. There we go. Now he's on it. A little bit of Raider spam coming in there from Rad Nemesis. Just chucking the grenade launcher. Doing the basic stuff. Is popping his shield pack on now to absorb some of that damage, because you see Mask is about 5, maybe 10, maybe 10, 15 seconds out, but they do own the flag stand right now. Acronym is the only one causing problems. I do believe he has a beat on him. I saw a couple sniper shots going off there. The question is it going to be enough? It does look like it was. I believe he may have been taken down. Hot Rod there, making a little pickup, just saying, you know what, if you're going to kill our capper, I'm going to grab it anyway. Huns misses the flag, or else he could have had a nice little thing going there, but the QHP in the meantime did manage to grab the boss flag. He is getting home with about 450 health, so there we go. Mask with an emergency grab going right out the back. The QHP in the meantime still has his 200 speed. He is being chased now by Wild Style. He's going down really fast to that gun. He needs to toss this flag off. Wild Style's right there. Does take him out. It is picked up by their HOF, though. Homesick Placenta just sitting there. David Bowie with the attempted time return. Hot Rod was there trying to make a grab, but Adip said, no, you don't. And Egocentric gets on the board 4-1 with just under 11 minutes left. This is still a very tieable game. These caps can go really quickly in this game, so a great job by them. Once again, somehow I missed the QHP doing his grab, but whatever. It's not with me tonight, so I'm just gonna have to cast what I see and make up the rest. Like the best. Anyway, enough of that. That's just terrible. So we're just gonna stick at this flag stand now, because if the other guys get it, it's gonna be game over. So I like watching the underdogs do their work. So Sweetness here doing some good distraction on Casual. Casual's all the way off the flag stand. If the QHP can... Okay. QHP was coming in now, but it looks like he did miss his route just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot, unfortunately. Or else that would have been a nice grab attempt there. Sweetness was doing a great job. Got Casual off the flag, had him distracted, and ready to go. But no dice. So we're going to swap flag stands here, giving them a chance. There we see we finally get a capture grab there. Mask is getting away with about 256 health, only about 180 speed. He does go down to Sniper, though. Acronym was in a perfect shot to, perfect lineup there. You can see it was just a simple back-to-front shot. So, unfortunately for Mask, not quite enough. Needs to get out with a little bit more health than just 250, or Acronym will take him down. He doesn't tend to miss all that many shots, so got to do a bit better than that, sir. Let's go back to the other flag stand now. We're just going to alternate them. David Bowie coming in here in the Pathfinder, I believe, to do a little bit of distracting. Is he in the Pathfinder? Yes, he is. Casual there with just a little bit of health knocked off. QHP seems to come from this direction, so we're going to watch. There we go, coming in now. Unfortunately, their distraction was nowhere close, and Casual just mowed him down with that Doombringer chain gun. Oh, hello. It's a medium, or a light, rather, in a heavy format. Gotta love that bug. Anyway, in the meantime, though, Mask with a nice back-to-front grab. Going about 190, 400 health left. He's probably going to make us home. This is probably going to be the end of the game here. David Bowie in the back of the base are not going to be able to do all that much. Finally, does get the E-grab off, so some nice play from him. Should probably punt this off. Waits too long to punt. Gets mowed down by Silver Star. Flag is just lying there in the field. Adip coming in to try and make the grab. No, it's returned instead by Wildstyle. And there's going to be the finishing 5-1 cap. Good job by Boss there. That was just well executed by them all throughout the game. And it gave them that 5-1 win. I believe we will be moving on to Katabatic after this. Don't really think there's any analysis needed on this. You guys all saw pretty much what was going on there. Boss just simply outplayed them a little bit, and they did very well. So, that was a good attempt by Egocentric, though. There were a lot of... They got the flag back a couple times. They forced a standoff. Some nice stuff going on there. They just need to maybe organize their offense a little better, and maybe get a couple more grabs going off. But overall, a fairly interesting game, pretty action-packed, only lasting a good 16 minutes. So I will be cutting the cast off here, and I will be casting the next map, provided that there is another one. So if there is one, please stay tuned for that. If not, have a good night. I am Doc Lettuce, the YodelCast out.